goes across the Pacific. So it's a kind of way of kind of conceptualizing the Trans-Pacific. Now, why do we need to do that? Because I think that we've been blinded by national conceptions of, quote, immigration, whereas I'm a migration scholar. I think of people moving, I think of objects moving, I think of ideas moving, and they move in all kinds of directions. And for me, Pacific Canada encompasses not just the Trans-Pacific Asian migrants, Chinese, Korean, South Asian, Punjabi, Sikh, who have come to Canada, but also the British and the Canadian civil servants and military personnel who went the other way in constant motion, constant circularity. And the word circularity to me is key. These are circular migrations. They are not all just one point to another and that's the end of it. And I'm not just talking about people, but also of objects and ideas. Okay, so where does Hong Kong and Hong Kong migration lie, both historically then and now? Couple things. One, that Hong Kong you can think of as from gateway, and this is Senator Foy also mentioned this already. Hong Kong has been a gateway initially, in the late 19th into the early 20th century, the gateway of Chinese from Guangdong province to not just Canada, but the United States and to a number of settler colonies, European settler colonies in Australia, New Zealand, also South America, Central America. We know this. If you yourself are Cantonese, you've got relatives all over the world.
To discuss in the next 15 minutes is to highlight or to discuss a few issues related to the contemporary. One thing I would like to talk about, if we still use the analogy of Silk Road, I would like to look at those who are walking on the Silk Road, how much they are connected to the home country and how much they are connected to the new country. Especially given the economic globalization and the advancement of technologies, we always heard in the news that a lot of new immigrants, especially when we talk about immigrants from Hong Kong, they like to travel back and forth. They maintain a very close contact back home to Hong Kong. So what I want to do here is to find out exactly how much do this group of immigrants they maintain their contact back home. And if this is the case, how much they participate in the Canadian social activities. So these are the two questions we'd like to address.
I followed the new Silk Road in my childhood and look how far I've traveled. I've been elected in this country, a pretty remarkable dream for me. But let us wake up from the dream and look at some of the present day realities. It would be wrong to see me as the poster girl for immigrant today, from Hong Kong or anywhere else. It would be wrong. Wrong with this picture. The poster girl has a face, a child, and she's poor. I'm going to talk about that child today, and I'm going to speak about child poverty.
Intermingling of peoples, we have incorporated their cultures and faiths. Immigrants from Hong Kong, whether they remained in Canada or have returned to Hong Kong, their influence in Canadian society will forever be part of Canadian culture. Students from Hong Kong have brought their competitiveness to our schools, and the food culture in Canada is greatly influenced by Chinese cuisine. Religions, such as Buddhism, are increasing in influence. What is even more important to Canada as a whole, the immigrants from Hong Kong have helped to build a bridge between Canada and the ever-growing economically powerful China, which will forever benefit Canada as a country. Thank you.